Hey Johnny, a new trailer just dropped. I wanna show it to you. Do you wanna watch?
Really?
Do you wanna watch the trailer with me?
Yeah, as long as it's not a superhero movie. I'm so sick of superhero movies. I can't do that face. Look like a frog. I'm making that mad face.
Well, let me tell you, Johnny, that's too dang bad because we're gonna watch it.
But what if I have no faith in DC or anything else?
Yeah, I don't have faith in any of those things either. But
So, Knights, we're doing a reaction video. Bah, 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 bah.
yes, for Blue Beetle. I got it right that
Which
time. Earlier I said Black Beetle, and then I said Blue Balls, and then then it was
You're
Blue
all
Beetle.
over the place.
Oh, so
That's what happens when we take 3 weeks off for summer or spring break, because we just got snow, so it's spring break for us, right?
yeah, exactly. All right, you ready for me to share my screen?
Share your screen. And is this the first movie done by our friend Gunn, who's
It
going to
is
ruin DC?
officially the first movie in James Gunn's shared universe.
Okay.
All right, you ready for it? Just let me know whenever you want me to pause it.
You can just delete it. I'm sick of superhero movies. All right, let's go here. So it starts out like an Iron Man-esque movie, right? He's wearing all white. He's looking really cool.
Iron Man property, yeah.
Excuse me, Mr. Reyes?
Good-looking cat.
Finish scraping the gum off that lounger or what?
Everything right now feels so out of reach.
You always land on your feet, bro.
Nice.
You're
Big
hiding
names
it.
are in this movie.
Okay, do you know who the main actor's from? Have you watched any Cobra
No.
Kai? Come on,
Now, is
Johnny.
he Cobra Kai?
He's the main character in Cobra Kai. Cobra
I
Kai,
wouldn't-
never die, Miguel.
Well, apparently he's still alive, so.
They don't get out much. I just want to rap. Jenny?
Guard the habits in your life, but do not open it.
Apparently he just takes box from strangers. That's really cool.
Okay, does this not look like the pitch meeting guy? I'm convinced that's Ryan George there. That's a nod to him. I would take something from strangers. It seemed like she knew her. Let's keep going, sorry.
Okay, I don't think it's a burger.
Digging the beard on Lopez right there.
The hell is that?
How did you get it to do that?
And that's when I got the Superman, or the Spider-Man vibe. Right there. That Spider-Man vibe.
Herman.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
So hit pause right there. What do you think of the outfit so far?
I really like the look of it. I also like that it was almost like he was getting possessed there. It looked painful. The suit up looked painful. The suit up looked painful. I think, so I've seen it in comics and I've seen it in cartoons, and I think it kind of looks a little bit lame in comics and cartoons. But in this scenario, I think it looks awesome. Looks like a Power Ranger, Johnny.
He is possessed, though. It really is like the Beetle controls him. He doesn't really have that much say in it, right?
It turns into kind of like Venom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it is an alien entity, so.
Yeah, it's basically Venom meets Iron Man meets Spider-Man meets, I don't know. Blue Beetle is one of those interesting characters that we neither love nor hate. We're pretty...
Yeah, like, he can be overpowered, but he's kind of useless. And then I'm just shocked he got a solo movie.
I know, I was not expect. Before Booster Gold, too, because that's his main BFF forever.
And Booster Gold is getting bigger and bigger, so...
Yeah, Booster's our boy.
I honestly think if we were to do a poll, more people know Gold than they know Blue Beetle. I think
with this trailer dropping, it's probably starting to.
I guess that's true.
But
If we would have done
this trailer,
yeah,
yeah, I think so. Let's keep watching. You good?
yeah.
What the?
Host acquired.
Who said that? Okay, it's gonna be okay!
I do love this shot. Just FYI, I do love a good space shot. Whether it's
The
Superman
Iron Man shot, yeah.
I was gonna say the Superman shot. The Iron Man does do that too, right? But he's usually a little bit lower. Superman goes like straight into the upper atmosphere.
Superman, the suit is what it reminds me of, especially the little his little fake Jarvis he has.
Re-entry systems ready.
Wait, no. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. What is going on? I just wanna rock.
It's called the Scarab. It's some kind of world-destroying weapon.
I like how she just appears out of nowhere.
Sometimes it does what you want, and sometimes it doesn't.
I like the slow-mo.
I think I
He's
cut
a
a bus
murderer.
in half.
The scarab chose you, but it belongs to me.
What is she on?
She does
She's
a lot
on
of things.
Holes. She's on
No way.
Holes. Pretty sure. Or maybe that's
It's
Sigourney
not-
Weaver
I almost said
on Holes.
Suzanne Song. I was totally forgot her name, but she's been around forever.
Okay, does this not look like Matrix right here? I was like, oh, it's the Matrix.
Matrix, totally.
Stolen
Especially with,
straight
like,
from
the
the
energy.
Matrix.
Chose you, but it belongs to me.
That might be.
Susan Sarandon, that's her name. God, that sucked. Susan Sarandon, there you go.
No, it's Sigourney Weaver who's in Holes. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, that's not even close.
Feel for your family
There's Master Chief.
makes you weak.
I just wanna rock.
Okay, the action looks good though.
Who's the cool?
The universe has sent you a gift.
The Spy Kids 3? I'm so confused with this movie.
Whatever you can imagine, I can create.
Let's party. Cool
Nice
Final
choice.
Fantasy sword.
I was gonna say that's a total anime sword, and he looks like a Power Ranger there with that stupid little
Yeah.
power up.
I get that. That literally is, I think, a sword you get in Final Fantasy, like the whole main thing from it.
Yep, or Soul Calibur.
Yeah, Soul Calibur.
But literally, watch this right here. This is a Power Ranger.
Nice choice.
I just wanna rock.
Just looks like a Power Ranger, doesn't he?
Oh, so much so.
Power Ranger for grown-ups.
It's like Batman stuff.
Batman's a fascist. I just wanna rock.
Batman's a fascist.
It's just, again, me. It's the bitter bust. I give that like a 2 out of 10. I am
You
just
said
not
5
even.
earlier, Johnny. You hated
I
even
know,
more the
but the
second
more
time.
I saw it again, and I didn't even. So I have no audio on my end, so I could tell it was even worse. It was just like you fired Superman for that. Like, come on.
I liked it, but here's the thing,
What are you
Johnny.
gonna do? Gonna bring out the Young Justice?
Here's the thing, Johnny. I love Power Rangers. I liked them when I was a kid. I like them
I
as an
love
adult.
Power Rangers, dude.
That just to me looks like a Power Ranger movie, so I'm okay with
Netflix
it.
is dropping the new season pretty soon, right? Of Power Rangers. They're getting like a whole rebirth thing going on.
I don't know. I I hope so. I always wanted Power Rangers for adults because it's like after I turned 10, I stopped watching any Power Rangers.
Yeah. You can't
After I
really go
turned
out on the
16
playground and be like, "It's morphin' time" at like 15. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
yeah.
After I turned 16 and
But perks of being an adult, right? After 25, then we can like it again, and it's nostalgia.
exactly. It's
You
okay.
can buy all the Power Ranger toys you want, and it's just nostalgia.
Yeah, I heard recently that the Green Ranger died. That was really
Yeah, he
sad.
did. It was like a month ago, and a good friend of mine I met at a convention knew him personally and said how, like, straight up of a guy he was a good guy. Everyone has their drug addictions and stuff. Those actors, right?
Yeah.
But he was genuinely like still great to the fans, loved seeing him, and he was still a little bit part of the Power Ranger world because they still make shows,
Yeah.
and he was still a part of it.
Yeah, it's pretty disappointing. Not to totally derail it, but okay, you give it a 2 out of 10. I actually watch it and I'm like, looks pretty fun compared to what Marvel's come out with lately, like the Eternals or what was the last movie they did?
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. Yeah, that one sucked. I hated Black Adam, which was DC. I'm okay with scrapping it. I'm hoping that this movie's good. Really hard to tell from a trailer because you hate it, but you might like it when you see it.
I think I've nothing other than like the Nike movie. Nothing's been sparking my interest.
The Barbie trailer just dropped.
Only part of that I like is that you and me get to make our own little Barbies of us.
The only part you like is that every time you see the Ken doll, you're like, that's basically just me.
That's just me.
Yeah.
I'm just a handsome blonde guy with just nothing to work with. But that's the whole thing about right now, right? So the only reason I care about the Flash is I want to see, the 8 minutes that Michael Keaton's in it, and then the rest of it they can all be fired. And apparently, even in what was the DC one that just dropped? Shazam.
Oh yeah.
And apparently there was like with spoilers, but Wonder Woman cameo, and they're like, she's not technically fired, but she is. So I don't know what the heck they're doing, and I mean it, HECK, heck, they're doing
HELL double hockey sticks.
Double hockey sticks. You're not even gonna say the whole word. You darn tootin' I'm not.
Johnny, if I paid you $10, would you swear?
I'll write it down. Put it on a piece of paper. But true, I don't know. I don't see nothing about it. Again, I loved when they made the first Guardians of the Galaxy, because we were like, this is going to be a joke. Who are these people? Turned out great. Maybe Beetle, who's nothing big. Like he's technically more Young Justice than anything else. I don't know if they're bringing the Young Justice League out. At least Shazam was part of the Justice League. Unless they're bringing the teenagers out to save you, it's not going to help.
Yeah. It'll be an interesting first movie, because it's meant to be, it's the first note of James Gunn's DCEU. Like, it's a big deal. So
yeah,
a lot rests on this show's shoulder, because if it doesn't perform well, suddenly Gunn isn't gonna get the same budgets. He's not gonna. The studio won't have faith in him, and it could be this movie could literally spell the death of the DCEU.
At least it needs to be dead. I don't know. It's recorded. You can call back. I'm the first one to admit if it's great. I have no hope for it at all. Not at all. I think it just should be a CW show next to the Gotham Knights and the Flash and Arrow. That's what it looks like to me. It's just a higher budget, obviously, but from what I could tell, I'm like, how is this a motion picture?
I do think if you were going to scrap it, Superman should have been your first film. In James Gunn's DCEU, Superman should have been the first film.
Especially if you're down to do it. I mean, if you got to have faith, right? You get Robert Downey Jr. to be in an Iron Man suit to change the world, right? You don't start it off with a Netflix actor. I'm sure the guy's amazing, but if you're trying to get him to go through it,
right? To your point, obviously he doesn't command the same audience that RDJ does, So it is interesting that.
But you're not going to cast someone massive. There's no one massive that age, right, for Blue Beetle. That's why it's weird that that's Blue Beetle.
This is the first film.
Yeah. If this was your third film, fine. But your first one? No. Unless they're doing a thing with the Flash that this is just like a side quest that they don't hit back, or he does a cameo when you build the team up, maybe. But I don't see. Like, I literally thought it was Spy Kids for a second when they're driving little beetle bug.
That is true. But Ant-Man and the Wasp look like Spy Kids too. I don't know if you noticed that.
That's exactly like Spy Kids too. I loved the first and second Ant-Man. This third one was all right. I'm not gonna justify it. They're just overdoing it. I don't know. I'm just done. I'm done.
We're done with crappy movies. We're done with Spy Kids 16.
Oh yeah.
Here's our ultimate conclusion.
Gold would be amazing. Give me a proper Green Lantern with the Jon Stewart, right? Like, imagine Will Smith as Jon Stewart, like a commanding voice.
But young Will Smith, maybe Will Smith from
I'm okay.
15 years ago.
Yeah, but Jon Smith would be a little older. I mean, Will Smith still, like, for his age, he's still killing it.
I'd rather see Idris Elba if we're gonna have an older.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that guy is just
Charles.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Charles. Yeah, he knows the effect he has on women and men.
So I think our final conclusion is this, right, Johnny? That if it turns out to be like a fun Power Rangers movie and it's a 6 out of 10, it'll be a victory. And if it's Spy Kids 16, then it's a failure. That's kind of the final conclusion.
Is the bar that low for him?
I think so. I think if it feels like a Power Rangers movie, good job. You've succeeded. If you can break even at the box office.
Okay,
job.
I was gonna go.
All you have to do is break even, because Shazam made like $30 million, which is awful considering it cost like $400.
They didn't even pitch it. They knew that was gonna be done. They knew the minute Gunn came in, they're like, if he's scrapping the big stuff, we're not gonna have Shazam, which I love the first one a lot. They weren't gonna support him.
Yeah.
I guess you're right. If it breaks even, they're gonna spin it.
Sounds good. All right, Knights, what do you think of the trailer? Let us know in the comments below, and we will catch you on the Flippity Flop.
Flippity Flip.